All right. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, depending where you are around the world. So, welcome to Avazoo Update Call. My name is David Carter. I'm COO of Avazoo, and today's date is August the 19th, 2024. So, everybody who's going to be listening live, great. Welcome. I believe we're now back up streaming on all of the different sites. From what I understand, I was informed that was all working. So if you're on Facebook or Twitter or sorry, X, LinkedIn, welcome to the call. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to really be a very brief call today. I tried to give you points, what we are working on. As you're all aware, we're obviously waiting for the advertisement to start. The advertisement is going to basically come from Ripple. However, we have made some decisions that we're going to be moving forward on some very minimum advertising just to get the ball rolling so that we are now testing and making sure that everything is working in a live environment. We have the wheel game, which is where you spin in the wheel. If you're not yet spinning that, please make sure you do. And if you are a winner, you receive points that will go to your auction site into Ripple. So actually, I believe we're setting it up. It's not set up this way now, but we're setting it up so it has an option for points or options for free entries, depending where you are. So please enjoy the spin game. It ends on Tuesday night and starts on Wednesday morning. Them games will continue for most probably another couple of weeks prior to September 1st when season kicks off in NFL, which we're hoping the IP is approved for Ripple and we can start launching our first NFL game, which will cause advertisement. Now, there's a downside to this, unfortunately, and it's very sad. And I want to just kind of show you the image better than maybe it's an easier way for me to show you the image of what's happening. There is a deadline for people to upload their profile picture. There is a deadline for people with payment. There is approximately 1,400 people that have not made their payments. We've emailed them 3 separate times so far. And unfortunately, people haven't made their payments. In fact, out of 1,400 people, we believe there's only 3 people have attempted, and it's in pending, which means it's still got to go through the 5 days. And then there is a group of people that have not gone any further for whatever reason. So I'm going to show you a screen share here because I want to make this public so everybody that knows that we're doing everything we can, because come the deadline date, and at the moment it is fixed on August the 25th, which if I'm not mistaken, August the 25th is this upcoming Sunday night. In other words, 1 week from now, basically, Sunday night was last night here. Then what's going to happen is everybody is going to turn around and who have not made their payment or have not been into their dashboard are going to lose these free entries. And I'm concerned about that just because, you know, I want to help people as much as we can. And, it's just horrible to think that somebody's going to lose 1,000 entries or 10,000 entries because they haven't made a $20 payment. There are opportunity of increasing the amount of probability to increase if they've got 10,000 entries compared to have 1 ticket entry is amazing. I mean, statistically, just do yourself. So what I wanted to do is just show you something so you guys can see. We have a payment tracking thing. I'm going to hit refresh just in case it's happened here. And as you can see, August 18th, that's this morning, 8:31 this morning, this particular person went to credit card page. He also went to pay credit card, and of course, we're not going to disclose what information is there. That's private information for this person. But if you look down the list here, you can see that this is what we've had come in. August the 18th, this particular lady here, Mary, she's in a country that's restricted. So she had signed up, played in the free game, and she's been good enough to go and say, hey, I'd like to make my payment, but she's in a restricted country. We can't accept that payment. However, Michael has been very trying to get things done, but you can see the word and credit card is in a country. And again, I can't open these up, guys, due to it. But then after that, you will see Roy. And Roy has done tested. Roy has tested. He's our project manager, senior engineer. Vincent went in as a country restricted. If we go over to page 2, you will see this is page 2. Roy testing, Roy testing, Roy testing. So we test continuously, guys, as you can see. This is going back to August the 10th. Roy's back here. Roy's testing, going back. Roy's testing, going back. Roy's testing, going back. Roy's testing. So, guys, when we say we test, we literally test and test and test, trying to make sure that everything is not an issue. We went through this whole thing here, as you can see. Okay, we're August 10th. We've done over 100 tests that day to go through this process. I'm going to jump up to 13. Actually, maybe 14 here. 100, and I started with 5. So I think I'm at the maximum. So, guys, since we opened it up for payments, there has not been any payments done apart from, I think it's 3 or 4. Guys, it's discouraging. It is extremely discouraging for you and us. And that worries me because I don't want to see these people lose out. And they are. Come Sunday night, they are going to be completely taken out of our system under the EU law of protection of their assets. We cannot click a button and reactivate their account. We just cannot do that. Okay. In the meantime, guys, from now until Sunday, and we're going to be emailing out, we have a problem with our email program. Okay. Never even considered this when we put it together. Is it on anybody? I'll own it. I always own the problems here. I have no problem doing that. When we built Avazoo and the dashboard, we built in a particular language. And that was back in, we started building Avazoo dashboard and the back end back in 2000, I think it was 2008 or 2009. And over the years, we've obviously built that out. It's a very successful platform. It's got everything we need, got it approved. Then, of course, we've done version 2.2, which was in, I think, 2018. However, the new email program that we built for you guys to market your product and to offer out to different people, we built in a new language. And because we built it in a new language, it's a lot more quicker, streamlined, more professional, as what the old language was, as how it was built. The problem we got is they're not talking to each other. So what we're going to have to do is move everything from the new server we put in place, which was in January. We took it all over to DigitalOcean. We're going to have to now migrate that to either back to where it was, or we're going to have to turn around and pick a new company. We have 3 companies that we're interviewing and talking to. So sometime this week, do not be surprised if you see the CRC Center down, the Avazoo website down. Any of the landing pages could very easily go down through this migration period. It could be a day, it could be 3 days. I think the last time it went about a week before everything was back up and going. So, guys, it's very important. If you go to your app and you cannot get entries, it's not registering the entries, it means that it's in that movement stage and it hasn't yet propagated. It's not up and going. But we have not made the decision until tonight at 7 p.m. when we speak to Gigi of what we're going to do, whether we're going to move everything this week or next week. But please be prepared. If you go to Avazoo.com or you go to a link you posted in Facebook or wherever, a banner, and that link does not work and it goes to a whatever the description could be, a 505 or a 404, whatever it could be, it's because we're in the process of moving from the new server to either a newer server or back to the old server we need to be on so that our email program can work. Now, we've had a couple of discussions about why don't we go back and rewrite our email program. Well, that took us about 3 months to write. We had plenty of time to do that, and we wanted something special with that program. We could go back and rewrite that, but that could take us another couple months now to rewrite it and then put it onto the Avazoo. However, it would make a lot more sense to be using this new code that we're using, and it's a lot more accurate in what it does. It's a lot more speed, it's a lot more quickness. So we're going to be going the opposite way around, where we put something onto a server now what works with the old Avazoo code, and then we're going to start working on version 2.3 for Avazoo, so it all works in the same code. So just so you guys have got a general idea of what's happening. So guys, that's it. That's what you're up to. But if you've got anybody there that's not made a payment, reach out to them. It's just out of courtesy. Whether they're in your downlines, winning line, whatever you want to call it, they need to make the payment, because if they don't, they're going to lose out. If you have not put your update profile picture, or you have not been in the dashboard for a period of 90 days, you got to make sure you do that. So I'm going to send out an email this afternoon that's going to go out to Avazoo's paid people, and I may get an email out to everybody, letting them know how important it is. But guys, the best word of mouth, because people don't, we've still got people opening emails every day. We get an email from somebody that received an email back at Christmas. We know because of the subject line. They haven't checked their emails, and finally they check their emails. The best way to reach people is word of mouth, which is you guys reaching out to them. So whether you're on the call live, whether you're watching later, whatever you do, I am begging you, I am asking you, reach out to anybody you know that was part of Avazoo that had signed up, perhaps got discouraged, perhaps said, oh, it's not going to happen. I don't want to see them people lose their ticket. Please reach out to them and say, look, it's worth it. Log into your dashboard. If you lost your password, do a password reset. It all works. Log in there. Also in the dashboard, there is a little icon at the bottom that's for help. If you need help, please click on the help button. But I just want people to have the opportunity not to lose out at this stage. So guys, that's all I've got for you. I appreciate everything. Appreciate all of you guys that hang in there with us. But there's your update. And we'll see you on Wednesday's call for Ripple with Jim, and again Saturday's call for Ripple. All right, guys, be blessed. Thank you for joining me. It is Monday. It's David Cutler, Avazoo update call, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Take care. God bless.